And you lot, who left in the 75th minute, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. If you're here to watch Chelsea,
Football fan channels have made a big leap forward in the media industry over the last couple of years. The likes of AFTV, The United Stand, and 100% Chelsea have become an essential viewing whether you're a fan of the club or not. Now that the fan channel movement is evolving day in, day out, we're seeing better videos by the presenters on a wider variety of platforms. Luis Beneventi is the head and the person who runs 100% Chelsea and the successor after taking over the founder of the channel, Yunus Amu. Yunus was the originator of the channel and started it 4 years ago in 2015. And after being featured in a few fan cams when the channel started, Louis took over the channel in the summer of 2016 at around 900 subscribers and has grown the channel to have over 90,000 subscribers and to be the #1 Chelsea fan channel on the web. The fact that many of the people that feature on the channel go to every game, whether it's home and away, this is a big part of the channel's appeal. The inclusive aspect of the channel is also very important to Louis because even though it has extreme points of view by the fans, he is very proud of the way the channel demonstrates the club's fan base. Louis had no prior experience in filming or production before featuring and taking over 100% Chelsea and didn't know any of the supporters and the regulars on the channel. He conducts all the interviews and has become more of a recognisable figure at Stamford Bridge and at away grounds. Louis is also in his third and final year at university and is trying to have a good balance between producing good quality videos for his platform and getting his university graduation.
What made you start 100% Chelsea? What was the motivation about it?
I didn't actually start it. I had a friend of mine, he started the channel, and I came in as a regular. I kind of came in and did a few fan cams. I was often compared to Claude and all those guys from AFTV in terms of what I was there. And Eunice had to leave for personal reasons, and he asked me to take it over. And look, for me, when I joined the channel, it was a big part of my life. I was struggling at school, didn't really get on with a lot of people. Then when I came to the football, I was able to engage in conversations and actually try and build friendships and actually get on with people, and, which was a big thing for me. It was kind of a case of it was my release, and it was a massive part of my life. And when I was asked to take it over, it was a huge honour, and I just kind of took it and I wanted to build it and make it the best it can be. And right now it's the #1 Chelsea fan channel on the internet.
When was your first appearance on 100% Chelsea, if you remember?
My first, it was the Carabao Cup final, and we beat Spurs 2-1, I think it was. And that was my first ever appearance. That was the second game the channel was running. 900 subscribers out at that point. I was nearly 90,000. It's pretty cool.
And how has it changed your life, 100% Chelsea? What has it done to your life?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what it's done to my life. My life's always changing. It's offered me opportunities in terms of being able to work with the likes of Channel 4, BT, Sky Sports. The fact they want to talk to me is very humbling. For me, it's kind of a case of I just think, like I said, I just enjoy myself. My life, it's offered me opportunities to be able to, earn money doing other stuff and be able to support myself. And look, it's an amazing ride. And I hope my life keeps improving and long may it continue.
This platform has allowed football fans from around the world to have their voices and opinions heard. When talking about football, it has always been the media and big television organisations with the biggest say. But football fan channels have opened a more original and accurate evaluation of a football game. This platform has grown because of the fans feeling disconnected from their club and wanting a place to have their voices heard. It gives the fans a degree of credibility amongst other fans, many of who are frustrated with what they perceive to be ill-informed coverage about their club.
Why do you feel fan channels became so popular and entertaining so quickly? Like, it blew up.
There's a sensationalist part of it. I think, a lot of how fan channels run, it's tribalism. It's a lot of people from other fans when you lose, clicking on your content to take the mickey. Again, it's football. But I think for me, our content did well within the Chelsea community because I feel we offer a very rounded content. There's a lot of different perspectives rather than pushing one agenda. We all can have the conversation. You open it up to other people online, and I think the beauty, again, I've already said, of the internet and social media is you're not on your own. If you want to have that conversation, you're more than able to do so. And I think for us, it's kind of we offer that opportunity within the Chelsea community, and we enjoy doing it. And I think that's why we blew up to begin with. And long may it continue. Long may we hope that people can speak to us and feel comfortable in doing so.
Do you sometimes think that the media look down on the fan channels?
Yes.
Why do
Yeah.
you think that?
I don't know. I think there's a few people who say, no, you're not fan channels. We're content creators. We're on YouTube even that don't like fan channels. Which is fine. They're entitled to their opinion. But at the same time, I think the media, they don't like. I don't think it's just fan channels. They don't like YouTube. YouTube is a monster that's beating terrestrial television. Streaming is now something which people enjoy more. You can enjoy your content whenever you want, and that's the beauty of the internet. And I think it offers people a platform who maybe haven't had media training. Myself, I am getting the media training at the same time. I'm trying to do a bit of a balancing act, and it's kind of a case of to have the ability to be able to kind of go into both worlds if you wanted to is great, but I think the problem is a lot of people in terrestrial television and media, journalists, they look down on fan channels and content creators because they didn't go to university for 3 years. They don't have an NCTJ. They don't have all this stuff. I, on the other hand, do have an NCTJ. I do have the other stuff. So when I only did it for when those people do come and like to say, fan channel X, Y, fan channel Z, all this stuff, I can go, well, actually, I've got all that stuff that you've got as well. So, yeah, you can't really have what you're to stand on to criticise me. So, I like to have that mentality of I want to push myself and make myself better, and be able to turn to those people who look down on them and maybe explain to them maybe you shouldn't look down on people full stop. Just in life in general, it's quite nice to be able to do on the occasion.
And do you feel as the owner of 100% Chelsea that other fans think that you're not a real fan, that you're just doing this for the money?
I've had people say they think I'm an Arsenal fan, but I've been a Chelsea fan from birth. I was the firstborn son of my dad. He did pick me up going, I've finally got a kid, this is amazing. Gave me a Chelsea teddy bear. I've been sitting in Chelsea shirts since I was 1 day old. I've been going to games since I was 6. I've been enjoying my football for years, and they say if you're just in it for the money, look, if the money comes, which the minute it isn't, we get a little bit of money. We get stuff from ad revenue and all this stuff. That goes straight into the channel. That goes straight into making us better as a media outlet, because we are a media outlet. And if that means in the long run we make money, which it's great, it's the aim. I'm making money watching my club play football. I mean, that's a dream, isn't it? It's what people want to do. So if you want to do that and earn money watching football, having a few drinks, going around the country, going across Europe, wow, that sounds really horrible. Sounds awful, that. I can't. Who would want to do that? Oh God, for me, it's. If people want to hate on it, let them do it. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a good time.
Do you feel that fan channels are on the rise, and do you think every club in the country will have a fan channel soon?
I don't think every club in the country will have a fan channel. I think there'll be a lot that do. I think Premier League, every club will have one. The clubs that drop from the Premier League into the Championship, it may filter down. But for example, midway down the Championship, maybe lower than that. I don't think the audience is there, which is disappointing, because lower league football is an amazing thing. As is non-league, obviously there's been a club that's been shut down for the sake of £8,000 over the past few months. £8,000. Alexis Sanchez earns that in 3.5 hours. It's a case, there's the audience needs to develop again, and obviously the Premier League as an entity itself, it's very lucrative. You get the viewership, you get all that stuff. That's just part and parcel of it. And I think the Premier League will do it, but other than that, I couldn't tell you.
And where do you see 100% Chelsea in the future?
That's a question you get asked in a lot of interviews. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Couldn't tell you. Look, I see this channel, getting bigger and being able to expand into other platforms. I'd love to have a website. I'd love to do more audio content. I'd love to be bigger on social media. I'd love the YouTube channel to exist. I'd love, for example, if television came about, that'd be amazing. But look, this channel for me, as long as it keeps with its roots of letting people voice their opinions, then I've done my job. And as long as it keeps growing, people keep enjoying it, then I'm happy.
In many respects, the fan channel phenomenon is the natural progression from the radio phone-in, the fans as 20 years ago, or blogs 10 years ago, and the majority of Premier League clubs now have a fan channel. The next step for fan channels will be the continued growth of subscribers and views. There will also be more and more supported-led video on traditional media. We are already seeing the main right holders such as Sky, BBC and BT incorporating fans into their coverage, while shot class media is collaborating more and more with them.